Well, switching gears to weather now, what happens when you release hot steam into sub-zero temperatures? Well, you can probably guess, but it's still fun to watch. This is in Des Moines, Iowa, where it's 4 below, according to the thermometer, but the temperature feels like 25 below. A man put his Instant Pot outside filled with boiling hot water. He opens the valve and the steam turns frosty pretty quickly. In that weather, you should stay indoors and save the science experiments for spring.
I like that science experiment.
Yeah.
Why are we getting excited watching that? Anyway, closer to home, thankfully, it's not that bad, but still pretty cold for North Carolina standards. So here's a live look over uptown Charlotte. Well, you just saw it. Now you're looking at Brad Panovich. So what's going on, Brad?
Yeah, it is cold across the Midwest. I know a lot of folks always wonder, what does it feel like to be that cold? I was telling Xavier earlier tonight, I've been in 22 below, and all I can tell you is once you get to about 0, it all feels the same. But the crazy thing about temperatures this cold is just how quickly things freeze up. You don't really realize you're used to putting stuff in the freezer, and it takes hours to get ice cubes. This type of weather, you put water outside, freezes instantly. It's just crazy. I was looking at some water main breaks in parts of Ohio tonight, and talk about a mess when it's below 0 and you've got water rushing all over the place. In the mountains tonight, it is going to be brutally cold. Wind chill advisories are in effect till noon tomorrow, as we're going to have some of the coldest temperatures we've seen so far this season. Tonight, I think we'll easily be down into the teens and single digits in most locations. Another cold day for your Thursday, but a big warm up starts this weekend, but next week is going to feel amazing. That's pretty typical of North Carolina winters. We seem to be all up and down. We never stay consistent this time of the year. A few snow showers continue to move across the Ohio Valley. That cloud cover, though, will be interesting. If that moves into the mountains tonight, that could act like a sheet or a little thin blanket that will trap in just enough warmth to maybe keep us to 10 instead of 2. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's going to help out. That Arctic blast is slowly beginning to shift to the east. The northeast now starting to feel a lot of these effects of the cold temperature. So the overnight lows, single digits in the mountains and a lot of teens. These would easily be the lowest temperatures of the season so far. Last winter, our coldest temperature was 8 degrees. So just goes to show you, it was a lot worse early January last year. Wind chills, though, are going to be more of a problem. So that's why you're seeing a lot of delays in the mountain counties, because kids sitting at the bus stop at that time in the morning just isn't going to cut it. So a couple-hour delay will allow for those temperatures to warm up just enough where we have the frostbite threat that we're going to have in the morning. The good news is the Arctic blast moves in and out pretty quickly. Tomorrow will be the coldest day of the week. We start to see some clouds and a little clipper system passing to our northwest. But what's going to happen is the winds will swing around to the southwest this weekend, and that's going to allow a slow but steady warm up back into the 50s, maybe as soon as Saturday or Friday, and then certainly by next week. So tomorrow, I think we'll be close to 38 or 40 degrees. So right around 40 degrees, but a 30-degree jump by next week. By next Wednesday, the high temperatures will be in the upper 60s, pushing 70 degrees as the pattern is completely flipping. The dip in the jet stream is lifting north, and we're going to get a ridge developing. This is more of a spring or summer pattern, at least temporarily. We're going to have temperatures maybe pushing 70, but here's the thing. We're not going straight to spring. Winter is not over, folks. We still have plenty of cold air to our north, and there are signs there's going to be several more shots of cold air coming down. In fact, even in the long range, we're starting to see the potential for that cold to build back up. Now, the 6 to 10 day time frame, you can see above average temperatures, but that cold air is going to build back in. And remember, last year, our February was really warm, and then March hit and we had cold weather and snow in early March. So when you look at the 10-day temperature trends, yeah, really cold tomorrow and even on Friday, but then we shoot above average. But then look what happens in the long range. We actually go back below average by the time we get to next weekend. Tomorrow, cold day, temperatures in the 20s and 30s, lots of sunshine, but the winds, thankfully, will relax a little bit. You'll see sunshine and temperatures, I think, around 40 degrees here in the Piedmont, so definitely cooler than even what we had today. Low 40s as you go to the east. Look at these temperatures. Nice little ramp up in temperatures that by the time we get to next Wednesday, we're pushing almost 70 degrees. And as we extend this out to 10 days, you'll see that the cold temperatures will make a little bit of a comeback. Nothing like what we're seeing right now, but winter isn't over yet. And anybody who's lived in this area for any length of time knows February and early March, statistically, the snowiest time of the year for us in the Queen City.
That's right.
So don't put the winter coat away just yet.
Yeah, usually got to wait till about late March, early April before we turn the corner completely.
Thank you.
Yeah.